Hey everybody, welcome to the live streams of Global Trade Live. Today is 18th of March and we are now live in New York session over here. So let's get started. So basically, what's happening over here is in GBP/JPY. So I'm gonna start with the monthly time frame over here. And so if I look at the monthly time frame now, the monthly time frame is basically leaving this area behind over here and it's moving upward to fill these wicks, right? So we all know that if there will be volume, then wicks gets filled, right? So I'm gonna mark this area of resistance over here, and we can see that the monthly is now surpassing this area of resistance, and now it's moving up. So basically, if it's going up, right? So this is today is 18th, right? And 12 days left for the month to close. So if the market is going up, and if there will be volume in the market, right? So we know that the maximum point market can go is over here, right? So it will go up to this point and then it will show some rejection, not much, but maybe some, maybe much, we don't know about that. But one thing we know about this is right, this is that monthly will be going up in this level, right? So we know that the overall market structure, the long-term market structure in GBP/JPY is buy, right? So it's gonna fill these wicks. Just hold on everybody. So this is a robot account over here. 5 minutes. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna switch to the weekly after this. So by looking at the weekly over here, weekly is approaching again to the upside, and it's gonna fill these wicks maybe. So today is last day of the week, and we can expect a push into these wicks, right? So that push will give us around 80 to 90 pips of range, because once it starts to move up, it will be the first target will be over here and second target will be in between over here, right? So I'm gonna just take this area to this level. After the weekly, I'm gonna go to the daily. So basically what's happening is monthly is bullish, weekly is bullish. Now we are talking about daily, and for the daily, let's just zoom in a little bit. So what daily time frame is doing, basically market was moving down, it created a support over here, it created another support over here, then the market just went all the way bullish, right? So then we had a previous day candle closing like a doji over here, like it didn't went up, it didn't went down, so weak bearish or doji you can say. Now the market is creating a support, the market is just forming a support at this point. So I'm going to mark an area over here, support level. So now if we have a support over here, then where can the market go? So if we zoom in more over here, then market can go up, fill this wick. So this will be a booby trap candle over here. This candle over here will be a booby trap candle. Why? Because it showed rejection, it closed bearish. So the today's candle has to close, like has to move down, right? In order to respect these areas over here. So it should be moving down and break its own low and continue moving down, fill this wick, and should be closing like a weak, should be closing like a strong bearish candle. But instead of going down, it's going up. So this is the target area where it will be going towards to. I'm gonna just make this area visible in all the time frames till 30 minutes. 30, okay. 30, and this is also 30 minute. Yeah. So now this will be visible in all the time frames over here. And if we talk about, so after this, let's talk about the 4-hour. So if we see this level over here in the 4-hour, then we can say that the market will be moving up over here. So if you look at the 4-hour time frame over here, then we have a rejection area on this level, which is around 156.700, and the current 4-hour candle and all the previous 4-hour candles looks like all the candles are doji. They are just closing like a weak bullish or doji candle. So the price action is not pretty clear over here, and because of that there is some confusion in the market. But one thing is I'm sure about is that the market will be going up in this area for sure. But for that we need to look at the lower time frames, and after that we can see whether we can go up or not. So basically this level over here is a good level. This is 1 hour, and we want this area to be visible in the 4 hour only. Yeah, so if we look at the 1 hour over here, then we have a resistance at 156.430, and above this resistance we have this clean range. So I think we can fill this clean range, and the range is about like 20-21 pips. So I'm gonna drop a resistance over here, and yeah, this area looks good. So if we look at this area, then we need to mark our recent level of support as well, right? So I think this is a recent area of support over here where the market is rejecting right now. I'm gonna just make some visibility settings over here. Yeah. Okay, so what's happening over here is market went up, broke above this area of resistance, it went straight up, then we have some consolidation in the London session, and the consolidation is continuing in the New York session as well. So we have passed away the pre-New York. Now this is the time where the New York session will be opening. And if you look at the market structure over here, then we can say that if the current 1 hour candle breaks above the high of the previous 1 hour candle, then it will be going up to fill this wick, right? Why? Because the reason is it tapped on this area of support so many times, and then it went up, created a high, then it went down again, it went all the way down, but it rejected this area. That means there is a lot of bullish pressure inside the market right now, and we can go up basically at 156.427 area. So now if you look at the previous 1 hour candle over here, then this 1 hour candle didn't went down like the previous 1 hour candles, but it did rejected the support level over here, and the current 1 hour candle can go all the way up. So yeah, that's the idea. I think we will be filling the wick of this 1 hour candle, which is around 8 to 9 pips, and after that if you break above this wick, then we will be going up like 16-17 pips for sure. So after the 1 hour, let's go to the yesterday's trade was exactly same like the today's one over here. So let's go to the 30 minutes. Okay, so in the 30 minutes, let's mark our recent area of support, which is around over here, and basically let me just readjust this level to this level over here. Okay, so after this 30-minute support over here, this is a level, and let's draw our recent area of resistance as well. 30 minutes looks pretty clean and good over here, like above 156.447 area, like above this wick we can go up to fill this wick, and after this area we will be going up like 20-22 pips to the upside. So this is a good range, I would say. Yeah, so this is all about the GBP JPY over here, and let's just focus on the 1 hour. Yeah, 1 hour is good. So what I want is this 1 hour candle is having around 56 minutes left to close, right? Just a second. Yeah, so this 1 hour candle is having around 56 minutes left to close, and what I want is, what I want to see is, I want to see a lower wick and then push to the upside. Because what now can happen is, it can we can say that this was a huge rejection area over here in this case, right? And we can say that this candle went up, tested this area for the last time maybe, and then it just came all the way down. Then we can say that we had a huge rejection area to the downside as well, that this candle went down but it didn't broke and close below. So now now we know one thing: if the current 1 hour candle breaks above this high of the previous 1 hour, then it will be definitely going up to test this rejection area again. So that will give us around like 7-8 pips. So if the market goes up in our favor like 7-8 pips, then we can for sure manage the risk if it comes back to break even. So yes, I think I'm gonna take the trade at 156.381 area.